Hả? Ừ, ok. Ok.
Ông sang ngược lại ý, ngược lại ý.
I think they have to start.
Nói đưa người một cây chứ không phải là cầm hết.
Please stand here.
Mời gia đình mình ngồi xuống tại vì có các đồng nghiệp của Dung từ sếp Huy họ có những cái chia sẻ đến với gia đình mình thì mời chúng ta và chủ ngồi nhé. I am actually her counselor at the end of college years ago, but we're like brother and sister. Yeah, when I heard the sad news, I'm really sad. So I just wanna spend my time here as much as I could, just like you guys, and we really appreciate your time, sir. Please come in and share your thoughts with our friends.
Mới nhỏ là tiếp xúc.
I wrote it so because oh no. Is it on? Hello?
Nghĩ cái gợi dưới không thầy? Gợi cái lò dưới. Cái này có on không? Is it on?
Chưa on.
Ai biết xài cái máy này? Oh yeah. Please.
Okay. So first, I would like to thank you to everyone who is here and to those who couldn't be here. I know Denise loves and cares for you all. She had expressed numerous times how she would cry tears of gratitude because she felt everyone's support and love during her diagnosis and tough treatments. So thank you. How can I describe Denise in so little words? As much as she was this little woman in this tiny body, she had the biggest heart and personality out of anyone I know. So I asked many of you to send me words you would use to describe her, and here are some of those words we used to describe our dear friend Denise. She was one of the most kind-hearted, funny, encouraging, dedicated, genuine, an angel, cheerful, positive, a ray of sunshine, a bright light, overall beautiful human being. And she brought joy wherever she went. All this and more packed in this tiny little woman. She would honestly leave every person she met with the feeling that they were her favorite person in the world. And I love that about her. And I don't know if you noticed, but she loved taking photos. A lot of them. Not only of herself, with others, but with things that she just thought were beautiful. It's something that we bonded on for sure. I remember there were many times where I would be working and she would say, as she would, Amba, come take a picture or video with me in 5 minutes. Then I would say, woman, I'm working. I can't, but still many times I did. So I'm even more grateful now for those moments because now I'll have those videos and photos forever. So I thank Denise for that. So whenever there is a memory that pops up or you see something that reminds you of her, really take in and cherish those moments because I truly believe those are the moments that she shows she is still with you and thinking of you. So I leave you with these words, love hard, and when you think you loved enough, love even harder. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your kind words, and actually that's as you see that right now it's all about her friends who get together to put together this beautiful ceremony. I'm just like you. I'm not a family member, but I feel like family members from the relationship between me and her as counselor and students, but over years, I felt like she's my younger sister. Even after she finished and then went on with her jobs, once in a while, she just went back at a very unexpected time, knocked on my doors, and burst in with a cup of coffee in her hand, saying, "Teacher, teacher." She keep calling me teacher. I'm not teaching her anything, but you know, it's a part of the Vietnamese culture. Once you know, if you work for the school and you help your student, they start calling you teacher, even though you're not teaching. And she burst in and say, "Oh, I know you like this coffee. I just bought this for you." And then we had, you know, fun, you know, conversation. She shared a lot of things, and just like that, once in a while she bursts in. Sometimes with the hand lotion or stuff and then she said, "Oh, this is really good. I got it from work." And then where you work, Safeway. So I still have those gifts. And when I learned that she got sick with lung cancer, I was shocked because my mom got that too, and she passed away with that too. So I didn't know what to share with her. I just, well, just relax and you know, take care of your health. And I know, you know, already the end result, but I didn't know that it came so fast. And I was still shocked when I heard that. And from this, I see that, you know, all her friends get together. And then so, and I try as much as I could just to put in, just to help and hope we'll hear the last time to say goodbye to our friend, our dear sister. And thank you for your coming here again. Anybody, if, you know, at this time, if we have sweet memories to share and to say a few words to say to our friends, please help yourself to just come up. We don't have any formal celebration. It's just informal. Whatever you feel like you want to share with her and her family, just please help yourself.
Well, she was the best mom I could ever ask for. When I was little, she would always care for me and would love me so much, and I would always follow her around. I would never leave. And as I got older, I just looked back and I was glad I spent that time with her. I remember once in kindergarten when the teacher called Denise on the phone and just told her that, "Oh, Jonathan, there's someone
Hello?
always on this." Hello? Hello? So one in kindergarten, my teacher called my mom and told her that, "Oh, this person is bothering Jonathan so much," and then I don't remember the story, but like she would always bring it up. Yeah. I don't know. She was the best.
Want to talk anything about talk to your mom, anything?
I would like to thank you guys for coming. I know it's tough on all of us, especially the family members and friends that came here to support, and I just like to thank everyone for coming.
Thank you, con.
I know that from the whole audio, I think it's good just to have her best friend, the one who been with her. Hi, come here, please. Have a few words. This is more than her friend. I know you're like sister to Dung. So just have a few words.
Hi. At first, I would like to say thank you for all of you attend here for my best friend. Appreciate it a lot. We've been friends for at least 12 years. We start from the answer, and she's a very sweet friend, very smart lady, and she busy at work all the time. And when we study at the answer, she never even touch the book, never study, always go to school late. But she very smart, and I mostly do the homework for her. But she have no time at all. But the next day when we have the test, and that last night she called me and say, what the chapter talking about? And I explained to her, and I explained to her how to finish the homework, and she opened your account and look at all her homework and what I did for her. And the next day when she got the test, 100%. Very smart. But when I'm studying a lot, I still do the same like her. And we spent friends for 12 years. We spent a lot of things together. Everything happened to her life, she always share with me. She trusts me as a sister. When she in emergency, she always hold my hand and then tell me, try to help me, please rescue me. But I couldn't, I'm not a doctor. And in the hospital, all the staff member, doctor thought I am her sister because she tell them I'm sister, and she wrote all the paperwork like I'm the medical assistant for her. And it's a hard job, especially that at the end of her life, it's very hard for me, but I try to do my best. We already planned to, when she got out of the hospital, we tried to take her to UCSF to have the second opinion about her treatment, but we couldn't make it. The doctor in the emergency thought she can last for another 3 months, but only still 2 weeks she couldn't handle it. I'm blessed that Amber and Teddy came to visit her. I saw Teddy when she in the ICU. It's very good friend of her. Amber, Teddy, and all of you, thank you so much for coming today, and thank you for being her best friend, good friend. A lot of what I couldn't explain how good she, but now we could see her anymore. This is the last time we can view her, right? Thank you for all of you coming to here today. Thank you so much.
Any words you have for you?
Denise, as my sister, I always you. It's very hard for me to see you like that. I want you to wake up and stay with us. I don't want to say goodbye to you.
She know that you're her best sister, and she will look at the bright side. She finished her chapter here in this life, and she go on to a better place. So let's be happy for Denise that she don't have to take those pain anymore. I learned that when my mom passed away years ago. I understand, and I deeply share the sadness, the feeling with the family, because I've been there, done that with them. The only thing left we can do now is just keep praying for Denise to have all the best in her next journey in the other life. Just like Hoa, and the only thing I can say is you finished this life and you left behind with lots of love, Denise. So everyone will remember you. I will never forget the laughter you brought to my office, those coffees, those hand lotion, all of these things. And every time we teach up, we don't treat each other like teacher and students. We like buddies. I always have fun whenever she drop back and have a chit chat in my office, and I will always remember that, Denise. So this is the open mic. So everyone want to share something, have some thought with Denise, please help yourself. Okay? How about any fun memories that you guys have with Denise you can share? Yeah, feel free to share in Vietnamese or in English, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Hi everybody, so I am Denise's friend. I have been her since the first time I came to America. 18 years ago, when I first met her in the ESL class for adults. So we start from the beginning. So we have to study ESL. And then at that time we don't know how to drive. We have to take the bus to explore San Jose. And then, like, she very nice to me. When she know any good restaurant that her family go there, she asked me to go with her. And she said, Yen, this vegetable is very good. Try it. So I still remember that kind of vegetable that she introduced to me. It's very good until now. And like when I see her, I usually complain about my life, like some tough things. And she said, when I feel sad, I usually play game, but I don't ever see her like sad. She always happy. She always smile, even though I know her life is very tough. She had to wake up really early in the morning, like 3, 4 o'clock something to work at Subway, right? Her shift starts very early, and I wonder how she can do it when she has 2 kids to take care of. And every time I see like her house, she always cook food for me to eat. Always, even it's just a noodle, but in her hand, the noodle it tastes much good, much better. So she's a good cook. Yeah, that's all I remember about her. I just like recently got in touch with her by Facebook like 3 years ago. So we lost connection. I mean, lost in touch for like few years, and then we just get back like 3 years ago. And then one day she told me, just last year, she told me she has cancer, and I don't believe it. It's fast. Yeah.
Well, thank you. And I need to repeat, this is open mic. So whoever feels like you want to share something, share some your beautiful memories, your lovely stories with Denise, please help yourself. And as I listen to this memory flashback, I remember the time that I was helping her with planning her classes. She was a very lively person, and it's funny that for the appointment we have only 30 minutes, but we usually spend half of that time just chit chat before we can work on her educational plan. And she keeps changing her plan, and every time like that I have to go back and check the program requirement and check on the class, the work that he has done, and have to figure out what else she needs to complete.
Because you
Yes, sorry. Yeah, so I feel like every time she come back, I have to redo everything because she keep changing her classes. And we was laughing, and I pretend to be mad, and and then after that we just laugh and then say, okay, now girl, let me rearrange your plan. And don't you dare to change it again. But guess what? She changed it again. but like Hara mentioned, she surprised me that every time I check, she got good grades on the class. And then all I need to do is just like playing personal with her. Say, here girls, now you have to take this class and don't drop it. And this is how many class left. You must complete it. Yeah. Just like that, and then before we knew it, she finished the program, and I remember helping her filling out the petition for the degrees. And at that time, on her graduations, she shared with me a lot, and then I was there with Ashley, Hua, and her, and then it was such a happy feeling to see my students finish and graduate in their gowns. So, yeah. We even have, I work for the special program helping low-income students, and these are my students in the programs, and we have the special ceremonies besides the college, big ceremony. So we took pictures together, and a few days ago, last week, on Ashley's birthday, those pictures flashback, and then so that's why I say happy birthday to Ashley, but I couldn't help saying, looking at these pictures, we feel sad, and we missed Denise a lot, because in the picture we were all happy, because of the achievement, and we have, you know, taken picture together. And I saw one of those pictures pop up on the screen. If you pay attention, you will see.
There's an American saying that the good die young, and Denise was one of the good ones. She was kind, she was caring, she was loving. She made Safeway a home and a family. It wasn't just a work, it wasn't just some place to go for 8 hours a day, 10 hours, 12 hours a day. She brought in prayer, she brought in love. She would bring in fruit every morning and put it on my desk. I came in, I knew I would come into plums and apricots and persimmons on my desk, and I just knew it was from her because she cared about all of us like family, and she loved her family so much. Every Monday we would see pictures of what happened over the weekend because she had so much love for everyone, and hopefully we can pass that on and continue that in her memory.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Okay. I am Hua's daughter, and this is my brother. I'm Christine, and I don't know. I grew up with her by my side. As I was growing up, my mom went to Danza with Denise, and you know, she would always come over to my house and just study with my mom, but like half the time they would just be like laughing and making jokes and watching movies. So, and like I would always join in on them because it was such a fun group of people to be around. And when I was younger, my mom would take me to her house, so we would hang out with her kids, and we would go swimming, and you know, she would always cut fruit for us, and whenever we came over, like she would have this like really amazing recipe. It was like bagels with cream cheese and salmon. It was delicious, and you know, it's really sad because I was in college when she passed away, and you know, from time to time I would ask my mom like, how is she doing? You know, I was hoping that I would come home for Thanksgiving to hopefully say like goodbye or at least talk to her, you know, but you just realize that life is so short, and it's just tough because she was such like a beautiful soul. She'd always ask me like, how am I doing despite like her hardships, and she'd always be smiling even though, you know, I know that she had a very difficult life, and she'd always see like the bright things in life. And you know, I'm really happy that I got to know her in this lifetime, because she was a really, really good friend of my mom's, and my mom saw her as like a sister. Whenever something was going on, she would always go to her and be like, I have this problem, and you know, she would always comfort my mom, and that's really good because I started going to college this year, and you know, I don't really like, it's hard to find time to talk to my mom, and I was really happy that, you know, my mom had her to lean on while I was gone, and yeah.
So when I was younger, when Christine and I went to John's house, she was like nothing but kind to us. She was so nice. She gave us a lot of food to eat. And nowadays, now I just wanted to say, whenever I'm calling with Jonathan, he's always smiling. He's always laughing. So I think he's a really strong person to be like going through all of this.
Thank you.
My name is Salvador, and I work with Denise at Safeway. I didn't plan on coming up here and saying anything. But I could see her pushing me because of her tenacity with how she dealt with life. You all echoed the same thing, the love that she had for her family, just living, and how she just genuinely shared that. She was a ray of that love. Sorry. She told me a couple times, so you are like my uncle. The first time she told me that, my vanity showed. I said, Uncle, that makes me older than you. Well, I was. But in that same instance, again, that love that she had, she just brought me into her big heart that you all just spoke about. So I would remember that every time I saw her. For a person this tall, she had, like you all said, she had so much love, so much smarts, tenacity, joy. She just brought you in just by looking at her. You would first see the love. And that's what I miss, but that's also what I'll remember her for. That that person with all that love shared it with me too. And because she shared that, she'll never be gone. For me, she'll never be gone.
Thank you.
I hardly speaking it in front of everybody, but I saw the first row they talk, the second row talk, so I'm next, so I get I'm online. You have been speaking English, so I just have a little short poem from Vietnam, from one of the famous writer, Mr. Nguyễn with him. He wrote the poem before he died for own funeral. And I look at the picture of Mun, we usually call her by her Mun. Sinh lão bệnh tử, luật trời đã ban ra, thời đang chấp nhận với nụ cười thôi. Nói chi nói vậy thôi, lòng buồn đau không tả. I translate the Buddha in Vietnam had the famous saying, sinh lão bệnh tử. You are birth, you were born, you're getting old, and then you got sick, then you passed away. That reminds me, 7 years ago, exactly this same room, my mother passed away. She was 93 years old. The reason 7 years ago, the first time I had a young baby late, so the first year we had a birthday, and somehow from there, my wife connect with another friend, then introduce Mun. So exactly 7 years ago when we met her, that was the time we start our friendship. Then from that time we have been meeting on, and then one of the things we keep always remember, where do we go for the Halloween? And some of the place we never know. Then she told us, oh, go to Marquis Cross, all the way back the east side, by the Capitol Expressway. The family over there had the treat for all the family. And keep going for the last 4 or 5 years. And this year, we came back there again. Somehow, I remind my wife, oh, you remember, she always told us to go this place. And hopefully, she passes away the day of one or day before that Halloween of this year. So, all my memory, good memory, and we keep smiling now and forever here or in heaven. She will meet my mother, then who have been serving on her life for her children and her friend. Thank you for me.
Thank you. Định nói không?
If first, Denise, she was just my boss when I started going to the booth. But I don't think I was very good at the booth. But she took care of me like a mother. And she'd always cover up my mistakes and just make sure that, like, I always felt welcome. And she made working a pleasure. She will always be missed in my heart.
So after listening to teacher, I realized that Denise was my teacher. She taught me the job, and I would get very discouraged. And she always told me, "You are so smart. You've got this. You've got this." And she was so encouraging and inspiring, and always made me feel good about myself. And I knew if Denise was there, everything was gonna be all right.
Thank you.
Cùng thắp nhang hoa cùng. Okay. Well, I just went out and changed the the outfit because I was in my Buddhist uniform praying for her this morning, and I feel like at this time we are just spending like family friends time with her, and we don't really have a formal agenda, and we appreciate all the sharing, and we just, I guess we have time all days today, so whatever that we feel like we want to do for Denise, please help yourself, and whoever, you know, traditionally, you know, the Vietnamese people come to the funeral, will burn some incense, and we have some prayers. Just help yourself doing that. And maybe this is a good opportunity for you to learn about our culture. You may notice that when someone bow to Denise, her kids will bow back because we don't like, we would not want our family member have to bear something or bring some debt. Don't owe anybody. So when someone bow to her, pay the respect, and her family will bow back. Usually the children in the family. So maybe that's what you just saw. Bạn bè thanh niên Việt Nam đó, ai mà mình cần lên thắp nhang thì xin cứ tự nhiên. Như nãy mới thưa đó, mình không có một cái chương trình cho nó chính thức nào cả. Mình tới đây là vì cái tình thương dành cho Dung thôi. Cho nên là Hồng Hoa mà có nhờ mình á, có nhắn tin đó thầy làm MC trong đám tang của Dung thì mình cũng hơi buồn cười là được mời hay làm MC đám tang. Nhưng mình cũng hiểu đó là cái tình thương và bởi vì là thật sự mà khi một cái sự kiện lớn như thế này xảy đến với mình á, thì mình không biết làm gì đâu. Hồi xưa đám tang của ba mẹ trong nhà thì cũng vậy đó, thì mình mới nghiệm ra một điều là tất cả vì tình thương thôi. Mình cảm thấy mình cần làm cái gì thì cứ việc làm. Cho nên thêm đừng ngại ngùng. Hồi nãy có vẻ như là mọi người thấy một cái buổi mình phải lên đi nói chuyện, hồi nãy có vẻ hơi nghiêm trọng, hơi ngồi nín thở đúng không? Relax ha, just be relaxed and feel like do whatever. Coming from your heart, of our heart, for Denise, please do it. Thank you. And because when family asks me what you gonna do next, what's the program? We don't have any program. We just be here with lunch. So. And by the way, tomorrow around 9 or 10 o'clock, the Buddhist monk will be back here again. We're gonna have another formal praying ceremony before we escort her to the cremation place. So if you want to know, that's the only formal program we have tomorrow. From now to the end of the days, it's just viewing time, visiting, sharing, things like that. Thank you. And to the guests, we do have some refreshment in the back here, so please help yourself. The family prepares some water, some fruits, and some little refreshment, just to thank. Help yourself. Let's wait until she comes to your mom's now.